Hello, my name is Megan, and welcome to day 1 of my 30-day challenge. Over the past year, my routines have fallen off. I have not kept up with the things I normally like to do. Some of that, it's been less than a year, but I just haven't kept up with myself. And as a woman in my 40s, it's really important that I do take care of myself so I can take care of everybody else around me. So I'm doing a 30-day challenge in order to get myself back on my routines and start taking care of myself the way I need to. There are several goals I have for this 30-day challenge. The first of the goals is going to be to drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day. I'm leaving it ambiguous like that because some days it's just going to be harder to hit that goal, and other days I'll fly by that goal without an issue. And this is water, this is not including pop, tea, this is just water. Because we all have to admit it, how many of us actually drink enough water? And I know we're supposed to drink more water than that, but you need to start somewhere. You can't just jump straight into the hardest challenge. You need to start where you're at and then grow from there. The next part of my challenge is going to be completing one 20-minute workout 6 days a week. I do have a disability that I live with, so doing it 7 days, doing 45 minutes, doing multiple workouts, that's not possible for me. And if it's possible for you, that's wonderful, do it. But starting off with where I'm at, I don't feel I could safely do more than 20 minutes a day. So we're going to start there, and then over time, we'll see about growing that. But for the first 30 days, we're just going to focus on 20 minutes, 6 days a week. Now, what these workouts are going to entitle, it could be any type of movement. So it could be walking on a walking pad, going for a walk outside if I feel like I can do that at the time, doing step aerobics, fitness games on my Switch. However I get my body moving is all that matters. The concept is 20 minutes of active movement and intentional movement every single day, or 6 days a week. The next goal is to read at least one chapter of any book. I typically will read between 90 and 95 books in a year. I haven't read a single one since April or May. It's been a while, and I want to fall back in love with reading. So I need to get out of this reading slump. So maybe reading one chapter a day. Hopefully I can read more than that, but at least one chapter. The next goal of this is going to be to take progress pictures. Like most women who grew up in the early 2000s, I have body image issues. And while my body may not be where I want it to be, between health issues I've had, my disability, my movement, I still need to find a way to love it as it is right now. If it changes over time, I need to love it during that as well. So by taking progress pictures, I'm going to force myself to look at my body fully. And this is going to help me be like, no, my body is beautiful as it is. And if I do change over time, that's fine. But if I don't, that's okay too. This entire thing is not about getting a better body. It's about getting healthier and into better routines. Vlog daily. I want to do weekly progress vlogs of how I'm doing with this challenge, how I'm maintaining it, and holding myself accountable. So by having to vlog daily, I can then go through and be like, okay, here's proof that I have done these steps. Also, it goes back to my last point of becoming more accepting of the body I'm currently in. The next step is to journal daily. Because life is just easier when you can get things off your chest, you can write them down, you can relieve yourself of stress that comes from it, or even just celebrating the good things that have happened. In the journal as well, I have trackers for all of these different steps. That way I can track, am I doing everything each day? Another important thing to me is to have a rest day. This rest day may still be a day that I do my exercise or I'm going to do all these other things. The concept of the rest day is to not have to focus on work. It's to focus on me. It's to rest and restore myself. It could be self-care. It could just be a, day with a big chunk of gaming. It's just a day to reset myself and to reset my nervous system. Lastly on my list is to complete unfinished projects. I have some art projects, some household projects, example, this wall here, that I haven't finished. Some of them have been only a few months, some have been years. So I want to go through and I want to finish those projects. I don't know how many I'm going to get finished, but I want some of them completed. If I can complete at least one of those projects a week, I'll be more than happy. If I miss a day with this challenge, I don't really want to punish myself for it because then I'm less likely to get back into it. So instead, I'm just going to mark it on my tracker as I did not complete it. And at the end of the month, when I do a review, I'll be able to see how many days I successfully did my goal and how many days I need to work on. What goals are successful and what goals I need to extend for another 30 days to see if I can get that back into my rotation. And also at that point, when I do my next 30 days, I can then add other routines that I want to work on, like going to bed on time, waking up on time. They're not on this one because I don't want to overload myself. Because if you overload yourself, you're just going to end up failing. As for starting this challenge, I'm starting it on a Saturday. My normal mind says, oh, you should start on Sunday or Monday or maybe the first of the month. The problem with that mindset is you're pushing it off. And that's exactly how I got to the point where I'm at now. Oh, I want to start this, but I'll do it later. Oh, I should start it on a Sunday. Oh, I'm not feeling good. I'll start tomorrow. Oh, you know what? It's like halfway through the month. I'll start on the first of the month. Congratulations, months pass and you're still where you are at. So I am starting today. So this video is just to introduce what I'm doing. The video I'll be posting next week will include the rest of today, getting onto my routines, as well as the rest of the week. The mentality of having to start a new project or a new challenge or goal on a Sunday, Monday, or the first of the month, that mentality actually causes myself personally to delay starting. And when you delay starting, you have to question when you're actually going to start. Is this actually going to be something you'll do, or is it just going to stay as something, oh, I wish I could do that, maybe someday? Well, someday doesn't happen. At least to me, Sunday doesn't happen. Example, this wall. Oh, I'll finish at some point. It's been 2.5 years. I need to finish this wall. This month, this will finish. Another thing of why wait until a Sunday, Monday, or the first of the month? Months are not solid 30 days. Weeks don't equal out to 30 days. So even if you were to start it on a Sunday or Monday, you're not going to be finishing the day prior for a full 30 days. That'd be 28. And months, half the months of the year don't have 30 days. They have 28, 29 if it's leap year, or 31. So if more than half the months don't have 30 days, so it's not going to line up anyways, why does it matter if you start on the first month? Wouldn't it just be better to just start? Now, on top of this challenge, I still have my every day-to-day life. I have my 9-to-5 job, I have a family, I have pets. As you can see, I have a black hole right there. So I have a full life. At the same time, I don't really have anything big happening. There's no big trip, there's no big event. It's just day-to-day life. There are some things happening in the month of August, which I'm looking forward to. My anniversary with my husband's coming up. We might be going to get tattoos. I'm taking my daughter to the movie theater to see Six the Musical, the movie. So there's exciting things happening, but they're not huge events. They're just everyday life. My apartment is not a big, huge place. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. And we're full here. As it's my husband, my daughter, 3 cats, 2 bunnies, and my fish tank. And I work from home. we had to make the space work for us. Is it aesthetically pleasing? No, it's not. On top of having my 9-to-5 job, my family, I've also started an Etsy business. I currently have just a few stickers up there, but I do plan to have bookmarks, button pins, things like that in time. I just have to finish drawing, designing them, printing them, cutting them, all that stuff. And it's a start. There's not much there, but if you're interested, that link will be in the description below. And I have other ideas of what I want to do for my Etsy shop. But because I am, again, just a regular person, I don't have thousands of dollars to invest into a business that isn't making any money yet. I haven't even had my first sale. When I do, it's going to be part of the vlog because it's part of my life. So you will see me working on my Etsy shop on top of this challenge, on top of my 9-to-5 job, on top of being a mother, on top of being a wife, on top of having pets. All of this is just how I live my day-to-day life. So if this is something you're interested in and you want to learn more about myself and just see how I do this challenge, hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye for now.